Should you visit Sofia, Bulgaria or Bucharest, Romania? We're going to compare both of these cities in this video. We're going to compare the cities in 10 different categories and stick to the end because the final category is which one I personally prefer of the two. Now, to be brutally honest, neither of these two cities are the best cities in the world, but they are comparable cities. They're two cities which are interesting to visit for a weekend break if you are in Europe. So I think they are comparable. So let's get into the comparison right now. So category number one, things to do. Which city has the more things to do? Well, in Bucharest, you can obviously go to the Parliament building, the world's second largest building. Now, just to note, if you do want to book a tour of the Parliament building, you do need to book your tickets 24 hours in advance. You can do that by phoning up the Parliament and booking your tickets. You can see all the details here on the screen now, but yes, you do need to book in advance. Because I wasn't prepared, I didn't actually go, so yes, book in advance. But if you are unprepared like me, there is a quirky little museum of contemporary art behind the palace which you can go and check out. Of course, you can just explore the old town. The old town is very pretty, lovely cobbled streets, nice to walk around. You've got lots of little palaces dotted around the city, 2 parks dotted around the city. Now, a really cool thing you can do in Bucharest is go to the thermal bath. It looks really cool. I didn't actually go, didn't have time to go, but you can definitely do that. Just go below in the description or the comment section. I've actually put a link to where you can book a ticket to the thermal bath and also get transportation to the thermal bath because it is a bit outside the city. So use that link below to book your ticket and your transport to the thermal baths. Now, of course, in Sofia, you've got the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, one of the most beautiful buildings you'll probably see in Europe. You can go in for free, just walk inside, and inside it really is spectacular. You do have many nice museums in the city. You've got a National Archaeology Museum, you've got a National Art Museum, and I think one of the best buildings in the city is actually this building here, the National Theatre. And also, I just think it's really nice having a walk along Vitoja Boulevard, the main boulevard running through the centre of Sofia. It is a really nice walk to do. Now, both Bucharest and Sofia have good day trip options to do. In Bucharest, of course, you can go up to see Brașov and Bran Castle. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd probably recommend staying overnight in Brașov or doing at least 2 nights there. And some people may argue that actually Brașov is better than Bucharest. Some people say completely skip Bucharest and just go straight to Brașov, so that is an option for you if you are interested. Now, in Sofia, you've got the Rila Monastery, a very popular day trip. I'll put a link below again in the description and the comment section to where you can book a tour from Sofia to the Rila Monastery. Also, you can take a train down to the second city of Bulgaria. Plovdiv is about 2.5-3 hours on the train. Again, I would actually recommend staying overnight for 1 or 2 nights rather than doing it as a day trip. And some people again would argue that Plovdiv is actually better than Sofia, so you do have that option too. But anyway, who wins this category? To be honest with you, I'm not too sure. I think it really depends because I think the volume of tourist activities you can do in both cities is pretty comparable. But I guess I would say that Bucharest is a bigger city, which means probably there are a little more things you can get up to. So I'm just going to go with Bucharest just with this category, but to be honest with you, it could be a tie. But now let's go to category 2, prices. Which city is cheaper? And again, to be honest with you, it's very hard to split them because they're both pretty similarly priced. I did feel that it was easier to get cheaper accommodation near the centre of Bucharest compared with Sofia. It felt like there were fewer accommodation options in Sofia in the city centre, and it felt like those accommodation options in Sofia were a little more expensive. But I did feel that food, drink, coffee, public transport was a little cheaper in Sofia compared with Bucharest. So I think overall it evens out pretty evenly. So I'm going to say with this one that for prices it's probably a tie. So now let's go to category 3. Category 3, architecture. You'll find some really beautiful architecture in both cities, of course, as we mentioned before. You've got the Alexander Nevsky, the National Theatre. You've got a few lovely Eastern Orthodox churches. You've even got some ancient ruins in the city as well. Now, in Bucharest, you do have some lovely Paris-style architecture in the old town. There are some nice palaces, as we mentioned before, but there is also a lot of very ugly brutalist architecture in Bucharest, as there is in Sofia as well. But I do think overall, Bucharest as a city overall has a more large array of shabby, rundown buildings. Even though Bucharest Old Town is very, very pretty, I do think overall I prefer the buildings in Sofia. I like the grand architecture there. So I'm going to say that Sofia wins this category for architecture. So now category number 4 is parks and green spaces. Now, I did want to add in this category because something I was really impressed with in Sofia was the amount of greenery in the city. There are lots of these lovely little parks, lots of trees around the city. It's a very green place to be. So I'm going to say that Sofia definitely wins this category. If you like parks and trees and greenery, definitely Sofia would be a better option. There are parks in Bucharest. There's King Michael Park and some other parks around the outskirts of the city, but inside the city centre, you don't get the peaceful green parks that you do in Sofia in Bucharest. So Sofia definitely would win this category in my opinion. Now then, category 5 is public transport, and both of these cities have very good public transport. Both cities have metro systems, tram systems, buses. I think the great thing about Sofia is you can take the metro directly from the airport direct into the city centre. In Bucharest, you can take the train from the airport to Gare du Nord station, and then you can take the metro from there. So it's really hard to split both cities here. But what I do like in Sofia is how grand some of the metro stations are and how beautiful they are. And also, as I said before, taking the metro directly from the airport to the city centre is a bonus for me. So I'm going to give the edge to Sofia in this category. Now, category 6, food. This is a really challenging one again. Both cities have good food. Romanian food, Bulgarian food is very tasty. In Sofia and Bulgaria, it's all about the meat, barbecue, kebab, you know, standard Balkan or Turkish influenced food. Now, if you are Bulgarian, please comment below what this dish is here, because I cannot remember the name of this dish, but it was very, very tasty. You've also got Bulgarian banitsa as well. It's kind of the same as a birek or a borek that you'll get in the rest of the Balkans, a pastry filled with either meat or cheese. Also, definitely try a shop skirt salad as well. It's kind of similar to a Greek salad, but it's not, it's Bulgarian. As for the Romanian food, my favorite main course is the mici sausages. You get them with fries. They're really, really tasty. Of course, you got the samale as well, the cabbage rolls filled with mince, really tasty. Now, I'm not a donut guy, but the donuts in Romania, without doubt for me, are the best in the world. They are so good. You cannot go to Bucharest or Romania without trying these donuts. The best dessert ever. But who wins this category? To be honest with you, I don't know. I'll probably have to sit on the fence again with this one. If you prefer barbecue and salads, probably Sofia is a better choice. But if you like sausages, donuts, mincemeat, stews, probably Bucharest and Romania is a better choice. So I'm going to say tie with this one. So now let's go to category 7. Category 7 is safety. Now, to be honest with you, both cities are pretty safe. I didn't really feel in much danger in either of them. But what I will say is that Bucharest does have a more shabby vibe, as I mentioned before, a lot more rundown buildings. I definitely noticed more beggars in Bucharest compared with Sofia, where the streets are pretty clean, not many beggars around. I felt perfectly safe walking through Sofia in the middle of the night, no issues at all. In Bucharest, I did keep an eye out for my safety a little bit more, so I would say Sofia is probably safer overall. You'll probably find it a safer place. So now category 8 is nightlife, and I'm going to go straight to it with this one. I do think you will find better nightlife in Bucharest. The old town at the weekend just comes alive. During the daytime, it's pretty peaceful, but at nighttime, the entire old town is just lively, full of people, full of bars and clubs, very, very loud music. Now in Sofia, it was very quiet. I was surprised by how quiet it was at the weekend. This video here was recorded on a Saturday night and there was not much going on. I think Sofia is one of those cities where you really need to research the best places to go, because the city centre is not really a very lively vibe. So if you are looking for a big night out, or perhaps you're going on a stag do or a bachelor party, I would say Bucharest is a better option. Just go to the old town. There are lots and lots of bars and clubs there for you to choose from. So now we're up to category 9, the penultimate category, friendliness of the locals. And again, I am repeating myself here, but it's really hard to split both cities. Both locals are nice in both cities. Look, they're not going to be Latinos or Southeast Asians who are just going to be smiley and warm and bubbly and friendly with you, but they're nice, very respectful, very polite, very genuine people, as you would expect in Eastern Europe. I mean, maybe Romanians, people from Bucharest, are slightly more open and receptive to foreign people than people in Bulgaria, maybe slightly just. I mean, again, they're both really nice people from both cities. I will give the slight edge to Bucharest for the reasons that I just mentioned, but again, Bulgarians are still nice people as well. So now we're up to category 10, the final category, which city is my personal favourite city. Before I reveal my decision, Do comment below which city is your favourite. If you've been to both Bucharest or Sofia, comment below which one did you personally prefer. It will be interesting to see some of your responses. But in terms of my preference, it's difficult. They're both cool cities to check out for a weekend. I think I slightly prefer Sofia, to be honest. I like the greenery of the city. I like the peaceful vibe. It may be harder to make local friends in Sofia compared with Bucharest, and also maybe Bucharest does have better nightlife, but I do like Sofia as a weekend break. I do think the city is really nice. The architecture is lovely. So for a chilled weekend break away from a busy life, I would say Sofia. Probably a better option. But if you are looking for a bachelor party, as I said, maybe Bucharest is for you. Now, if you are planning a trip to either city, again, do let me know in the comments. It will be interesting to see if any of you do have trips booked. But if you have not decided yet, hopefully this video has helped you decide which one to pick out of Sofia or Bucharest. I do hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you have enjoyed it and found it useful. Hit the notification bell as well so that you get notified for all of my latest videos, and do subscribe to my channel for more travel content. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video.